Tolerance and innovation, from the Qin and Han Dynasties to the Sui and Tang Dynasties. In the Qin dynasty, 221 BC-206 BC, and the Han dynasty, 206 BC.220 AD, the imperial court set up a special music organization called Yufu, whose major function was to compose music and serve the court activities. The establishment of music organization forcefully pushed forward the development of music and musical instruments. Various popular music in the Han dynasty, including xianghe songs, wind and percussion music, suburban ritual music and songs, musical dance and acrobatics music, were all promoted and developed in the musical events held by the music organization. Instruments made of silk and bamboo, such as sheng, free reed mouth organ with finger holes, flute, 7-stringed zither, 50-stringed zither, and 25-stringed zither, often used in xianghe songs, as well as wind and percussion instruments of drums, vertical flute and bugle, jiao, often used in wind and percussion music, were all greatly developed. Later on, when Zhang Qian, 164 BC-114 BC, traveled to the western regions as an ambassador and brought about the cultural interchange of music between the central plains of China and the western regions, the musical instruments from the ethnic minorities in the western regions began to be carried into the central plains of China and favored by the Han ethnic group. As the turmoil of social division and the migration and mixture of ethnic groups occurred in the Wei and Jin period, 220 to 420, musical instruments imported from western regions by the Silk Road, a route over which Han silk fabrics and other products were transported to Southwest Asia and Europe. There were pear-shaped lute, moon-shaped lute, Chong flute, a kind of flute used by Chong ethnic group, Jia drum, a kind of hourglass-shaped drum used by Jia ethnic group, and Chinese harp, gradually gained conspicuous positions among the traditional instruments. On the other hand, the solo performance instrument, ancient 7-stringed zither, gu qin, drew a lot of favors from literati for its moderate and distant nature. A group of literatus musicians made their appearance out of the scholarly circles, such as Ji Kong and Wan Ji, who renounced reliance on the imperial court, composed a great volume of lute music which has been passed down through generations, and pushed the craftsmanship and performance skills of ancient 7-stringed zither to the very top of the climax. The national unification and prosperous economy in the Sui dynasty, 581 to 618, and Tang dynasty, 618 to 907, paved the way for the development of court dance music Yan music. Centered on pear-shaped lute, pai pa, Yan music made use of a lot of new instruments imported from the frontier regions and foreign countries, such as pear-shaped lute, Chinese harp, double reed oboe, billy, flute, sheng, free reed mouth organ with finger holes, and jia drum. Their performance levels reached a historic climax in the Tang dynasty. Compared with the Wei dynasty, Jin dynasty, and southern and northern dynasties, the Tang dynasty witnessed more use of drum instruments and experienced new breakthroughs in the development of the bowed string instruments, such as shi fiddle and yabowed zither, the appearance of which ushered in a new area in musical instrument performances.